Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Chimera. It's a British Tier 8 premium tank, and it's located on the south spawn, or is it north spawn? North spawn of Abbey, under the command of Awppenheimer. Well, it shouldn't really be a medium tank, this tank, because it was actually designed to kill IS-3s. It's got an absolutely massive gun, a 127mm, which is a 5-inch gun, and well, it can do 440 alpha, and best of all, it can fire HESH. Yes, it's got high explosive squash head as one of its ammunition choices. 530 alpha from that shot. Okay, well, he's taking it down the river road. Decided to just tag the wrecks on the way. Our EBR hasn't found anyone. And looks like he's sort of like loitering with intent, waiting for Awppenheimer to catch up. Now, the Chimera is the tank that you get at the end of the personal missions, the new personal missions. And he's locked onto that T-71, and one big round into him, 647. That was an AP round. Oh, he's been damaged to the gun. Can he get the T-71? Trying to reload. Oh, he's been stunned by the enemy Arty, the M12. And now he's going to have to go down the dip because there's two enemy tanks facing him. The EBR's managed to get up onto the rise. Now, can he deal with these ones at a time? Going for the Type 62 first. Puts a big round in for him for 442. But again, he gets hit by the Type 62 and by the T-54. So he's decided to come down. Wait for the T-54 to come down to him, and yeah, one right into the engine bay. 434, it's a low roll, but only just. And from this position, well, the T-54 knows he's on a 1 versus 1, and he bounced off the armor of the Chimera, and lower plate, yes, 393. It's a low roll again, but he's now one shot. That T-54 is not going to last one more shot. And here comes a TS5. He's ignored us, which is a bit silly. And there's a Tiger. Now, the Tiger's not going to last very long either. There's the T-54. He's gone. Oh, and that was a demolition. Ammo racked him. Blew him to pieces. Turret's off. The turret is actually resting against the Tiger 1. Was losing the Tiger 1 hit points. And the SU-101 does a drive-by and finishes him off. And there's the EBR just zooms past. And we collect a couple of hit points off him. So, 5-0 so far. This is almost a whitewash. Now, if you're lucky to get the Chimera, you have worked very hard for it, because it is, as I said, at the end of all those personal missions, for the second set of personal missions, and so it means you must be a pretty good player to get that far. And, oh, we've got a Challenger on one shot. He didn't last very long, did he? I just turn around the corner and go BAM! And we've loaded an APCR for the Comet. He fires one into some bounces, going for the engine bay, and he's gone just like that. One shot right into the engine bay, 1,150 hit points. We've got a lucky shot there. I think somebody else must have fired at the same time. And that we saw the M12 disappearing into the distance, but he's not going to get away very far. And we're almost in range. He's raised his gun in salute. He knows he's going to be dead very shortly. Yep, SU-101 gets him. So, still 3 kills for... Oh, we platooned with the SU-101. We both got 3 kills. There's another M12. I wonder if the SU-101's going to leave that to Awppenheimer to get the kill on. He stopped. Yeah, nicely done. 350. It's all you can get because it's a 440 alpha damage round. Now, T-34-100, the constructor, just around the corner. And he's about to get a rude awakening to the Chimera. Hello! It's a high roll, 453, and we bounced around in return from that 100mm gun. Remember, this is a 127mm gun. Here we go. Waiting for the reload to complete. It's a long reload, 15 seconds. And now he can ram kill that T-34. And he does. Nicely done. There's only a few enemies left. 3 enemies left to kill. A Centurion 5-1, a Lerva, and a Tiger P. The Lerva's just around the corner, I think, and so's the Centurion. And there's now only 2 enemies left, and we're all... It's a case of mine. Everybody wants those last kills, and the last enemy is dead. That was a very quick battle. What a game. So quick, so much fun. Let's have a look at the end of battle results. And it's an ace tanker for Awppenheimer in the Chimera, the tier 8 British medium tank, the reward tank. He also managed to get quite a few minor medals, including Demolition Expert. He actually exploded that T-54-100, blew his turret off, and the turret actually then damaged the Tiger 1 afterwards by resting against him. He got a Reaper medal by actually killing 3 enemies with simultaneous shots, consecutive shots, and that was both the T-54. He then took out the the Challenger when he came around the corner, and then the Comet directly after that, all with 1 shot apiece. And then he got a Fire for Effect, a Fighter Badge. He's got at least 4 kills. In fact, he got 5. A shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a spotter for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, a duelist, a Hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemy tanks, and a Bruiser medal for getting at least 10 critical hits, crew incapacitations or module damage. In fact, actually he ended up with 6 in that battle. But best of all, he did pick up at least 1 epic. He got the Brothers in Arms. I'm not sure if that counts as an epic. It's got the laurels around it. That should be the donation that it is an epic medal. Yes, because he was in platoon with somebody else who also got at least 3 kills, and they both survived the battle. And this was his very first ace tanker in the Chimera, because it's got the banners underneath. As I've told you before, that means it's his first ace. And the win rate for that game, 6,512. Let's have a look at team score. Didn't get the highest damage in that game. That went to our teammate in the SU-101. He picked up a Brothers in Arms and High Caliber, and a win rate for 8,913 for him. And he did get that very cheeky drive-by kill on the Tiger 1 as he just drove by and took him out the game. Bang, you're gone. So 4,665 hit points to the SU-101, 4,061 to Awppenheimer in the Chimera. Next high scorer after that was the T-34B, who managed to get 2,034. When it came to kills, it was, yes, Awppenheimer who got the highest amount. He got 5, just 1 short again in that Top Gun. If only he got around that corner, but there was so many seagulls there homing in and saying, that's mine. Yes. So there was not a lot he could do about that to pick up the Top Gun, but 5 kills is still very good indeed. And of course, the SU-101 managed 4 kills, and they were the high scorers of the game. In fact, nobody else got more than 1 tank. When it came to base XP, it was Awppenheimer, 1,447. The SU-101 got 1,253, and after that it was the EBR Hotchkiss, our teammate right at the start of the game. 729 goes to him. He got some initial spots in there, I think. At least I think he did. Yes, he did get some initial enemies spotted, 5 in total. So, let's have a look at the detail report. Well, Awppenheimer fired only 11 rounds in that game. Only 11. He got 10 direct hits, 10 penetrations, and damage of 4,061 hit points from that. And he received 10 hits from the enemy. Only 2 of them were penetrations, 8 non-penetrations, and 1 hit as a result of splash damage from one of the M12s. He blocked damage of 1,540 hit points in total. He spotted 5 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 5 of them, and did damage assistance, or spotting assistance I should say, of 1,339. Now, we've got that problem with the the results here on this board. Not going to solve this problem, I'm afraid, so you're going to have to try and bear with me here. He earned 43,658 credits for the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually made a loss, according to the reports here, of 25,000 credits. But he did pick up 1,447 XP, after getting the bonus for this being a premium vehicle of 217, and I think he took away a total, and I'm not sure if this is correct here, must be around about 1,600, because I'm afraid, yep, these results are not quite correct. But anyway, It was a brilliant ace and a lovely first ace there for Awppenheimer in the Chimera. It shows how powerful this gun is. It really is a bit of a monster. Originally, when they built this tank, they were thinking that they'd actually have to build this tank with a smaller gun, because they thought that if it was a smaller gun, it would have to have a more powerful gun to punch through the armor of the IS-3. But they fitted a much bigger one, the 5-inch gun instead, and that had no problem punching through the armor if it was using the Hesh round. And so you could do it with a slower velocity, but with that massive gun, you can see the amount of alpha damage you do, even with standard AP. It is very, very lethal. This is a really great tank to play in terms of the amount of damage you can do to the enemy in a short period of time. And even though it's got that very long reload, it is long. I think it's about 15 seconds or so. It is still a very effective tank. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be another replay from Awppenheimer or one of our other players, our other contributors, very shortly. Do stay tuned to our channel. Thanks for watching.